Right. Hello, Teresa. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm all right, thanks.
Good.
Yes,
Enjoying the garden?
love the garden, love the sunshine.
Good, good.
Yeah.
So, welcome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
So I am Teresa. I am a mum to three children, two little ones and one massive one. And my job is a head teacher at a special school.
Ah, right. Excellent. So, do you want to tell us what your job would normally look like, but also what it looks like now?
So my job normally is, so the school is the school for children with severe and complex learning needs and disabilities. So we have a real range of children in our school, and we are just expanding and opening a satellite second provision as well. So we're going from 91 children up over the next few years to 150. So
Wow.
a lot of our current job is running the current school, but also very involved in the expansion and everything that's happening with that. And day to day, my job is to lead a team of about 60 staff at the moment, but that will grow alongside the 91 children and just support, develop teachers, be there for families and parents, liaise with the local authority, all that kind of thing. So, yeah,
Excellent.
and lots of multi agency working as well.
Sorry, what ages are the children?
The children at the school, they start at 2. So we have a nursery on site and they leave us when they're 11. So we're primary only at the moment.
Okay. Now, obviously, in this current COVID situation, schools have changed somewhat. So, do you want to say a little bit about what school is at the moment for you and what your job is and how it's
Yeah.
different?
So my school is actually still open because we're a special school. So special schools, although maintained and sorry, a lot of mainstream schools all closed and went into lockdown. Special schools officially all stayed open, and the reason for that is because they are all classed as children in the vulnerable category and children with EHCP. So every pupil in my school technically could still be coming to school, but part of that then was that we all did risk assessments on the children, because obviously at the moment children are safer at home and lots of our children are safer at home. And so we kind of worked through that with families and worked out which children were safer at home. Lots of the families obviously made those decisions too. And we did that together. So at the moment, most of my children are at home, but we are still open every day and we still have a group of children coming in every day. We also offer sessions and support for some families where at home it's getting really tricky. So the children come in for a few days a week and we keep that going, and we expect that will keep growing over the next little while. The challenges of our children at home are huge. The demands on families are extreme, and they've lost all their current respite. And so it's really, really tricky in the home situation for our families at the minute. And, you know, I know how hard it is for me to have my two at home. So I kind of think about what it must be like for our families. And I think actually, yeah, they're in a tricky situation. So we're providing loads of support. We also try and support with home learning, but that has to look very different for the children and the needs of the children I've got in my school. So a lot of it is ideas, sensory things, and most of it is a message to parents of actually right now it's no pressure, and just be at home with your children and do whatever works for you on a day-to-day basis, and just manage that on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that's how we do it, and that's what we're doing really. And then for me, I'm still going into work. I'm doing 3 days a week, so I don't go to work every day at the moment, and I have 2 days at home where I'm working with my children at home as well, and trying to work from home while doing that, which is fun and exciting. And then the other 3 days I'm in work as normal, and lots of behind the scenes work at the moment with the local authority, with different agencies, around the current support we're offering, making sure we're safeguarding children to the absolute best we can. But also I think just keeping that connection and that contact going with staff, looking after staff well-being as well. Just making sure that all happens at the minute. So yeah.
So a big job,
Yeah.
more stuff than you're probably used to, just with all the supporting parents at home.
Yeah, and I'm really lucky. So my teachers all contact every every child in their class, the teachers contact the families on a daily basis, just to make sure we're offering emotional support, also to be able to offer practical support. Lots of our families are really struggling to get shopping because they can't get delivery slots, and they've got vulnerable children, so they need to be at home. So that's providing quite a lot of challenge for them. So where we can, then we get other people involved to support, so they go out and get shopping for them, and we keep all of that going and working for them. Excellent. So it's pride on both sides, really.
Yeah, you're obviously doing a hugely important job, so thank you and well done. What would you say are some of the joys but also some of the difficulties at this time?
Joys, children without a doubt at the school are an absolute joy, and that will always be what it is. That's the reason we do what we do. And I go off to school, and some days I'm feeling a little bit anxious. The message from the world is you stay in and you stay safe, and you have to keep going. And then I arrive at school and see the children getting off the buses, and that's a real joy, and just interacting with them. A lot of them don't really understand what's going on, so they're just being our normal children. And they're an absolute blessing. So that's definitely a joy. And the other biggest joy for me has just been my staff team. They don't hesitate to put themselves at risk to support our children, and that's just incredible. So I think definitely that's been a real joy too through it all. And Isaac and Olivia's school and the support they give us, they're so understanding and supportive, and that's amazing. So yeah.
Excellent. So have you got any prayer requests, any prayer points?
Yeah, I think for me, one of the greatest challenges with this all is being able to keep people safe, and being able to manage the feeling that actually I can't keep everyone safe. My staff make choices. Our children can't social distance. They don't understand what that is or what that means. And there's a lot of intimate care involved with our children. So that's huge, and that's a real challenge. And I kind of know there's obviously a certain amount of PPE that can be worn, but for our children, they get confused by that. Some of them get quite distressed by that. So actually, I think the staff choose to put themselves at risk to give the children the support and affection and learning they need. So I think that's definitely a prayer point. But for the families, keeping praying for our families in these times, because it's tough for them. And then I think just for us as a family, just managing the work life, supporting Isaac and Olivia at home. So that's another one.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Really appreciate you giving us this interview, and I'm sure that people will be praying for you. So thank you very much.
I'm sorry about the lawnmower.
That's all right. That's fine. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.